What's going on, real estate agents? In this video, we're going to be talking about something very important, which is, in my opinion, the best and honestly quickest way that you can start using an AI agent in your real estate business and start getting the benefits of having an AI agent working for you. Now, specifically for this video, I'm going to be talking about using an AI agent as your own personal assistant. So this is an AI that has access to your email, your calendar, and your CRM. So it can take care of a lot of the kind of back-end admin stuff that you are normally, going to a coffee shop to do or going back to your office to do. Things like answering your emails, updating your calendar with showings and appointments, updating your CRM with, new leads or updating the notes of leads. Basically just keeping yourself and your business organized, which typically can take, an hour or two out of your day. But I'm going to show you how using an AI agent as your personal assistant can not only save you from having to do all of that, but also allow you to scale your business faster and higher than you ever thought before. I'm also going to show you an AI personal assistant that I built for myself in my own real estate business. I'm going to show you some examples of me talking to it and it actually doing actions for me. So updating my calendar, updating my CRM, that kind of stuff. Now, before we hop into the video, if you're a real estate agent and you are interested in using AI in your business, which I assume you are because you're on this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit the like button to the video. It helps YouTube figure out that this video is actually valuable to real estate agents and therefore push it out to more real estate agents so that we can share this knowledge with more people. That's ultimately my goal here with this YouTube channel, is just to take what I know about AI and automations and how I use it in my real estate business, or even how my clients use it in their real estate businesses, and share that with you so that you can not only stay up to date with AI, but also figure out what the best practices are for bringing AI into your business. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Upright. I've been a real estate agent for about 7 years now, and I've been running my own AI development and consulting agency that helps real estate agents for the past 2 years now. Basically, what we do is we help real estate agents figure out where and how they should be using AI in their business. Sometimes this is things like using AI agents, sometimes it's automating systems and processes, sometimes it's just figuring out how you can better use ChatGPT to be more productive. Every business is a little bit different, and that's why I started my AI consulting agency, so that I can help other real estate agents figure out exactly how AI should work for them. Lastly, if learning how to use all these different AI tools and how to build AI agents and build automated workflows is something that you want to be implementing into your business, there's a link in the description below and in the pinned comment below to my school community. It's called the Autopilot Agent Academy, and it's where I teach real estate agents how to use AI in their real estate business. So we go over step-by-step automation builds, how to build AI agents, how to use various AI tools and connect them to all the other tools that you use in your business, and basically, just like the name of the community says, how to put different parts of your business on autopilot by using AI. So click the link in the description below to that community. There is a 7-day free trial, so you can sign up completely free, no obligation. Now let's get back to the video. So before we dive into me showing you my AI agent, I want to cover the basics here. Just in case you've never seen any videos about AI agents, you've never watched or read anything, let's first talk about what an AI agent is and how it differs from just a basic automation. So to put it very simply, an AI agent is an AI that can actually work for you. So it can actually perform actions for you, like sending an email, posting to your social media, and various other actions. And that's exactly how it differs from other AIs or from other automations. So for example, the most common type of AI that people use nowadays is ChatGPT. ChatGPT, for the most part, is not an agent. It's not agentic. It's a generative AI, meaning that it can generate you answers or generate you a picture or a video. So you ask a question, it gives you an answer. You ask it to generate a picture, and it's going to give you a picture back. Now, as of recently, ChatGPT has incorporated some agentic features where it can, go into a browser and click buttons and do things for you. You can connect it to your Google Drive and your email. So they're starting to implement agentic features. But for the longest time, ChatGPT was a generative AI, but it was not an agentic AI. An agentic AI would be something that you can communicate back and forth with and say, hey, can you please send an email to John Smith asking if they're free for coffee this weekend? Or, hey, here's an image that I took of my new listing. Can you post it to my Instagram for me? And whatever you're asking it to do, it will actually go do those actions for you. Think of it exactly like an employee. You hire an employee to perform a specific job, and of course, you have to give it certain information or certain access or tools in order to perform that job. But once you do, then you can ask them to do something for you, and they'll go do it, assuming that they're a good employee. That's what an AI agent is. is. You can set up an AI that is trained on something specific. So let's say the role of being your personal assistant. You can give it specific tools and access to those tools like your email, your calendar, your CRM. You can explain to it what its different capabilities are, such as sending an email, reading your emails, organizing your emails. And you also give it a brain and a memory so that it has context as to what it's doing, why it's doing it, what it's done in the past so it can learn from those mistakes or those successes, just like an employee would. If an employee does something and it makes a mistake, it's going to learn from that mistake so it doesn't do it in the future. That's the idea behind AI agents. They're constantly getting better because they have an AI brain and an AI memory, and they can see, oh, that was wrong. Oh, this was right. Oh, I executed on that task and Brandon was happy with it. So therefore, that's the correct way to execute on it. And it learns from itself. Now, a big question that I get asked often is, how is an AI agent different from an automated workflow? An automated workflow is just an automated step-by-step process where one thing triggers another. For example, you get a new lead on Facebook. That then triggers your email to send that lead an email. That then triggers that lead information to be added into your CRM. It's like a domino, one thing after another. An AI agent is different because it looks at the problem, or it looks at whatever task it is trying to accomplish, and it uses its brain to figure out, okay, this is the situation. These are the tools that I have in my toolkit. This is what I'm capable of doing. How should I handle this task in the most efficient way possible? And then it takes the next step and actually goes out and does that task for you. So it actually has an intelligence behind it to figure out how to accomplish these things rather than just a step-by-step domino effect that's the same every time. So that's all fine and dandy. We know what an AI agent is, but how exactly can you use it in your real estate business? Well, there's a few different ways. The first way that I always recommend at least starting with, and honestly one of the most valuable ways for a real estate agent, is by using it as your personal assistant. So this is connecting it to your most used tools like your email, calendar, CRM, maybe even your social media, teaching it how to perform specific tasks within those tools like updating your calendar, updating your CRM, posting to Instagram, etc. And basically just how to take certain tasks off of your plate so that you don't have to do them anymore. Exactly the same way as if you were to hire an actual assistant and you would teach them, 5 to 10 different things that they're responsible for, and then they go and do those things for you every day or every week or month. The second way that you can use an AI agent in your real estate business is to perform specific tasks. For example, having an AI agent who is in charge of your marketing. So rather than you hiring a marketing manager in your business, you have an AI agent that is in charge of marketing, and then you give it specific capabilities such as researching your competitors, doing image and video creation, posting to your social media, writing blog posts, whatever type of marketing you like to do in your business. You can train the AI on doing that stuff for you. And then the third way, which is the most advanced way, it's kind of, what happens as you progress and start to add more of these agents onto your team, is by having what I call a director agent, but it's basically an AI agent manager for all your other AI agents. So as you start to add all these AI agents to your business, like a marketing manager, a personal assistant, maybe one that helps with conveyancing, one that helps, fill in your contracts and write up offers for you. As you start to have more and more of these AI agents, it becomes time consuming for you to have to communicate with each one individually. So instead, what you can do is you can set up an AI agent manager, which acts as basically the one point of contact for you to speak with, and then it has access to give directions to all the other AI agents. So in the same way that you would hire a manager for a certain role in your company, and they have people under them that they delegate tasks to, same goes with an AI manager agent, which is they have AI agents under them that they can delegate your tasks to. So if you ask the AI to do a certain task, it knows, oh, I have this AI agent working under me and I can ask it to do that task for me. And then it will pass that job over to them. And then that manager will just be communicating back and forth with you about, when the job is completed and that kind of stuff. So think of it like just having an AI workforce. Now, if you're new to AI, all of that might sound super complicated and honestly kind of futuristic. You might be thinking, that sounds great, but I don't know anything about AI agents. I don't know how to set them up. I don't know how to build them. I don't know any of that. Well, luckily for you, in this day and age, you don't need to know how to code. You don't need to be technical to set this stuff up. You just need to learn specific platforms that allow you to build these AI agents for yourself. So there is a bit of a learning curve, but at the end of this video, I'm going to show you some workarounds that you can use to get AI agents put into your business without you having to learn all these various tools. But if you are the type that wants to learn everything yourself, learn a new skill and, kind of build these things in your spare time, then there's going to be a few different tools that you're going to want to learn or focus on in order to build AI agents. Typically speaking, to build AI agents, you're going to use one of two tools. The first one is Make.com. Now, Make.com started as an automation platform. It's the automation platform that I use for every single automation that I build for myself or for any of my clients. It's also the automation platform that I use in my school community when I teach various automations. It's very easy to use, very easy to set up and sort of learn the ins and outs. But as of recently, they have introduced their own AI agent functionality into their system. So now you can build AI agents inside of Make.com and actually connect it to all of your different automations that you build. So that AI agent now has access to those automations. So if you have an automation that, let's say, AI generates an image of a beautiful luxury home and then automatically posts that to your Instagram, now you can give access of that automation to your AI agent so that it can then generate the photos and post to your Instagram or LinkedIn or whatever every time that you ask it to. So Make.com is probably the easiest place to start building AI agents for yourself. But I will say that if you're wanting to go more technical and you're wanting to give more capabilities and maybe start to build this kind of AI agent workforce where you have the manager agent and a bunch underneath, then I would learn a tool like N8N. N8N is also an automation platform, but it's a bit more technical. I wouldn't say it's a no-code platform. I would say it's low code because sometimes you do have to implement some code if you're getting really technical and sort of advanced when it comes to your AI agent capabilities and the tools that you're giving it. But it does allow you to get a lot more intricate and give your AI agent a lot more freedom and sort of access to things that might be a bit more complicated when it comes to building inside of Make.com. So it's up to you which platform you want to build in, depending on your skill level, how tech savvy you are, etc. Now, the last thing that I want to cover before I show you the demo of me using my AI agent is a question that I get a lot from agents when I'm on calls with them, which is they see some sort of off-the-shelf tool or off-the-shelf AI agent. Maybe it was a Facebook ad they saw, or maybe they just stumbled across it on their Google search, and they want to know if it's a good fit for their business. It's, $20 a month or $30 a month, whatever it might be. And typically it starts to make you think, well, why would I spend a few days building my own AI agent? Or why would I pay your company a few $1,000s building an AI agent when I could just sign up for this one for $30 a month? Here's what I'll say. Those tools can be really great if you have a more generic use case. The best way I can explain this is if you think about a chatbot. So when you go to a website and you are talking to the chatbot on the website, usually the chatbots are pretty frustrating. They're not able to answer specific questions. It wants you to go down a specific path of clicking the buttons that it presents you. And if you ask anything outside of that realm of questioning, it's just going to not be able to help you, or it's going to crash out, or it's just going to repeat itself. And that is because that website or that company is using a generic AI agent or a generic chatbot on their website, which is not trained on their business. It's not trained on their systems and their processes. It's probably not even trained on their industry. And so what happens is you're asking specific questions to a very generalized AI, and it's not able to really connect the two and figure out how to answer your question. There's lots of customer service AI agents out there that you can sign up for $20 a month. But if you put that into your real estate business and somebody starts asking questions that are real estate related, a general customer service AI is not going to know how to answer that stuff because the AI is not trained on real estate. It's not trained on your local market, your business. Let's say you plugged in a generic chatbot on your website. Maybe it's one that your website builder offers you, or even I see this a lot with like the Lofty chatbots. You plug it into your website and then somebody asks, what's the average price of a townhome in your specific city? And the AI can't answer. And usually it says, I'll have to refer you to talk to Brandon. Let me collect your contact info and I'll have him reach out to you, which is so silly. I mean, the point of a chatbot is to answer a lot of those questions for you so that you don't have to reach out to these people just to answer a question. And it can't answer simple questions like average prices, days on market, things like that. And that is because these different AIs, whether it's a chatbot or a different kind of AI agent, they're casting a wide net so they can have a lot of customers using their product. It's not specifically tailored to your business, your local market, your real estate stats. And that is where custom development comes into play. So if you're sitting at home and you're wondering, should I just use this off-the-shelf tool that I just got emailed about? The answer is probably not. I'm not going to say always no, because sometimes these off-the-shelf tools give you the capability to sort of train your AI and give it a knowledge base and a custom system prompt, in which case it might be a good tool, it might be a good fit for whatever you're trying to accomplish. But generally speaking, I would say most of the time, no, it is not a good fit for an industry like real estate, at least. Okay, so that's enough of all the basic information. Now I want to show you some examples of my personal assistant AI that I use, which has access to my email, my calendar, and my CRM. Now, typically I talk to this AI on my phone, so I have it set up via Telegram. So I just go into Telegram and I can either text it or I can send it a voice note. I actually replaced the camera icon on my lock screen on my iPhone so that I can just immediately start talking to it when I'm out and about or if I'm driving. It works really well. But the reason I'm saying this is because usually I talk to it on my phone, but I'm recording this video on my phone right now. So I'm actually going to use my laptop and I'm still going to send voice notes, but I'm just going to be holding up my laptop talking to this thing rather than it being on my phone. But it does work on both. So you can have it on your phone and your laptop so that, no matter what you're doing or where you are, you can always be communicating back and forth with this personal assistant. So you can see I got kind of a chat going with my AI assistant. I'm actually going to clear the entire chat so that way, anything that shows up on here is current and, is happening in real time. So let me just clear this. Great. Do that. And now you can see the whole chat is clear. Okay, so the first scenario that we're going to go over is we're going to ask the assistant to add a new lead to my CRM. So I'm using Follow Up Boss as the example here. I'm going to say that I just got a new lead. Maybe I was out and about and somebody texted me or gave me a referral and I want to add it to my CRM. Now, again, I can type or text to my personal assistant, or I can send a voice note. So let's just say I'm driving my car. I don't want to text, so I'm going to send it a voice note. So we're going to do that. Hey, I need you to add a new lead to my CRM. It's going to be a buyer lead. His name is Josh, and add a note that he's looking for a 3-bedroom detached home under $600,000. His email is @gmail.com, and his phone number is 780-123-5. So we'll send that off, and then we should get a response fairly quickly here. Okay, and then it responded. It said, task completed successfully. I've added the buyer lead, Josh, to the Follow Up Boss CRM, and then just the notes and all the details I put about him. Now, if I hop into my test CRM here, you can see Josh was added here. The number's crossed out because Follow Up Boss knows that 123 is a fake number, but it added their email, their phone number, added a note looking for a 3-bedroom detached home under $600,000. It also put the buyer tag on it. So yeah, pretty much everything that I asked it to do. Now let's say that I met with Josh and we had some showings. He really liked one of the homes and I want to update my listing. So I'm on the drive home and I'm going to message my personal assistant. Hey, can you update Josh Smith with a note saying that the showings went well and he really preferred 1234 Main Street. So he wants me to send more information on that. Okay, and then it says it was completed successfully. It updated with these notes. So let's go into the CRM, click on Josh again, and let's see. Showings went well. Client really preferred 1234 Main Street and wants more information on that property. Flag needs follow-up information about 1234 Main Street. So there we go. Updated some notes into the CRM. So that's awesome. Now let's see what else it can do. So I have it hooked up to my calendar. So maybe I just booked some showings with Josh for the following day and I want to just throw it into my calendar. So I'm going to say, hey, I just spoke to Josh. He wants to check out 1234 Main Street again tomorrow. So can you put an event in my calendar for tomorrow at 2 p.m. to meet Josh at 1234 Main Street? Okay, now it says calendar event successfully created. Property viewing with Josh is scheduled for Wednesday, September 10th at 2 p.m. So let's just look, and there we go. Here's my calendar, 2 p.m., property viewing with Josh, 1234 Main Street. So I updated my calendar. Sweet. Now, obviously, there's a lot more you can do with this. You can give it capabilities to your social media accounts, so you can ask it to, make a Facebook status update, say something on LinkedIn, post an image to your Instagram, whatever it might be. I actually have it also hooked up to my email so that it categorizes my emails for me. So any new email that comes in, I have specific labels like, clients, spam, marketing, lawyers, inspectors, things like that. So I have all these different categories and the AI knows what kind of qualifications, put emails in certain categories. So it labels everything that comes into my inbox, and then it actually writes draft responses to my most important emails. So I have it set so that anything from clients and anything urgent, it will automatically write draft responses. So every morning I can just wake up, I can go to my drafts folder, and I can just send any of them that I want, or tweak them if I want to tweak something. I'm not going to show you that on my computer because it's actually hooked up to my real inbox and I don't want to show you any client data or anything like that. But yeah, you can give it essentially whatever capabilities you want. It can send emails on your behalf. It can read through your emails. So if you forgot some details that was in an email, you can just ask it for the answer. You can treat it exactly like your personal assistant. So hopefully that little mini demo shows you just how powerful an AI agent can be. That's a fairly basic version, but that is how I recommend real estate agents start out with using AI agents. It's something very simple, like a personal assistant that can take some of these monotonous admin support roles off of your plate. And you can really take this as far as you want to go. I mean, there's tools that you can use that you can hook up to your contracts so that you can just tell your AI agent to fill out an offer for you, and it will actually fill out the entire contract and email it to you or your client or wherever you want it to go. You can have it search the web for you if you just want a quick answer to something. You can even connect it to your MLS with specific tools and specific approvals through your MLS. You can connect it to your MLS API for say, and actually get real-time live real estate data from your AI assistant. So if you want to say, what is the average selling price in this neighborhood? It will actually go and look up the homes sold in that neighborhood in the last, 3 months, 6 months, and give you that data. So if you're on the way to a listing appointment or something, you can just ask it to get that data for you. You can connect it to tools like Gamma and Perplexity that can create really, really amazing custom buyer and seller guides, and then just ask it to create the buyer and seller guide for Sally Smith and send it off to her. The possibilities are nearly endless, but it can be overwhelming because it's a kind of a rabbit hole that you go down that, suddenly there's a million things you can do with AI and it gets really confusing and sort of clouds your brain. So I recommend just starting with an AI personal assistant. You can build them using platforms like Make.com or N8N. If you don't know how to use these platforms or how to build AI agents and you want to learn, click that link in my description below to join my school community and you can learn all about it. But if you're a busy real estate agent and you don't have the time to learn this stuff, or maybe you just don't want to learn this stuff, but you do want to get this implemented into your business, there is another link in my description and in the pinned comment below where you can book a call with me to get an AI personal assistant agent like this set up in your business in under 48 hours. So my team actually goes in, we connect it to your email, your calendar, and your CRM. We build the entire thing for you and install it in your business in less than 48 hours. And the best part is it costs less than a couple Zillow leads. So it's actually very affordable, way more affordable than hiring an actual personal assistant. So if you want one of these built for you in your business, then click that link below. Anyways, hopefully this video was valuable for you guys. I really appreciate you watching. If you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. So thanks again for watching and we'll see you in the next video.